Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sean. I've spent over 30 years in the roofing business. That means I've climbed more ladders than I can count, carried more bundles than my knees care to remember, and I've had enough tar, shingles, aluminum, and sweat and sawdust on me to qualify as a walking building store. And now I'm sitting here learning AI and automation. So if you're a roofer watching this and thinking, yeah, right, this AI stuff is for coders, tech guys, and people who say words like algorithm before breakfast, trust me, I get it. Because just over a year ago, I didn't know what half this stuff meant either. I didn't come from coding. I didn't come from software. I came from roofing. I came from job sites. I came from the world where your office is the front seat of your truck, your filing cabinet is a pile of coffee stained papers, and your CRM is your memory, your phone, and maybe a notebook under the seat somewhere. And somehow we made it work. But let's be honest, the system breaks. It breaks when you're busy, it breaks when the phone rings while you're on a roof, and it breaks when a customer texts you at 8:37 at night and you tell yourself, I'll reply later, and then 3 days goes by. It breaks when you look at your missed calls and realize there's money sitting there that never even got a response. And I started asking myself a dangerous question. What if there was a better way? Not a fancy way, not a Silicon Valley way, a contractor way. A way where a roofing company could respond fast, qualify leads, book inspections, send reminders, follow up after estimates, collect reviews, and keep the whole machine moving. Even when the owner is on a roof in a truck with a customer or completely exhausted at the end of the day. That's where this journey started. Not because I wanted to become a tech guy. I wanted to survive. I wanted to build something that could take the pressure off contractors who are doing everything themselves. And I wanted to prove that a regular working guy, a roofer with no coding background, can learn this stuff too. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started messing with AI, I felt like I had wandered into the wrong classroom. People were talking about APIs and webhooks, automations, prompt agents, CRMs, pipelines, tokens, and workflows. I'm sitting there like, buddy, I just wanted the robot to answer the phone. But slowly things started to click. A prompt is just instructions. A workflow is just a system. And an automation is just a helper that does the same task every time without complaining. And an AI agent, that's just a digital employee that needs to be trained properly, or it'll act like a new guy on his first day with a nail gun. Useful, but dangerous if you don't give him clear instructions. That's when I started to get excited. Because roofing contractors already understand systems. We just don't always call them that. You already know the order of a job. A lead comes in, the customers ask questions, you book an inspection, you measure the roof, you write the estimate, you follow up, you win the job, you schedule production, you complete the work, and you ask for a review. That's a system. The problem is most contractors are carrying that entire system in their head, and your head is already full. It's full of material orders, crew problems, weather, supplier calls, customer questions, warranty issues, cash flow, taxes, payroll, and the one guy who was supposed to show up at 7 but somehow became invisible. So, when AI and automation came along, I didn't see it as replacing contractors. I saw it as protecting contractors, protecting your time, protecting your leads, protecting your reputation, and protecting your energy. Because if you've been in the trade long enough, you know the work doesn't just wear out your body, it wears out your brain. And that's where this channel can come in and maybe help you out a bit. This channel is going to document the journey, the real journey, not the polished guru version where somebody rents a Lambo, points a whiteboard, and tells you scale your agency. No, this is boots on the roof version. This is I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to figure it out version. This is the mad scientist version. Because that's honestly what it feels like sometimes. I've got one screen open with an AI tool, another screen open with a CRM, and another screen open with a website builder. I'm testing a chatbot, breaking a workflow, fixing a webhook, generating new images, writing prompts, building landing pages, and talking to myself like, okay, why did that work yesterday and explode today? It's chaos, it's beautiful chaos, but every day I learn a little more, and every day the picture gets clearer. The goal is not to become a programmer. The goal is to become dangerous with tools. There's a big difference. You don't need to build a hammer factory to swing a hammer. You don't need to understand every line of code to build something valuable with AI. You need curiosity, you need patience, and you need grit. And if you're a roofer, you already have all three, because nobody survives 30 years in roofing without grit. You've worked in the heat, you've worked in the cold, you've dealt with angry customers, late suppliers, bad measurements, surprised rotten deck, and weather forecasts that lie like they're getting paid for it. So don't tell me you can't learn AI. You can. You just need to explain. You need it explained in a way that makes sense. That's what I want this channel to be, a place where roofers, contractors, and regular working people can see what's possible. No fancy degrees, no coding background, no pretending to be smarter than everyone. Just a real journey into AI, automation, websites, lead systems, instant estimators, voice agents, chat agents, follow-up systems, and the kind of tools that can help contractors stop losing money and stop losing leads that slip through the cracks. Because here's the truth. The future isn't coming. It's already here. Homeowners expect fast replies. They expect online booking. They expect clear pricing, and they expect professional communication. And if one contractor answers in 30 seconds while another takes 2 days, guess who looks more professional? It's not always the better roofer who wins. Sometimes it's the better system. And that bothered me, because I know amazing tradespeople who are terrible at admin. They do beautiful work, but their follow-up is weak. I, for one, am one of those people. ADHD just leveled me. I couldn't keep my fucking head in the game whether I tried. They care about customers, but they're too busy to reply. They want to grow, but they're buried in the day-to-day. That's the gap. And AI can help close it. Not with magic, with systems. A missed call text back system. A website that actually captures leads. An instant estimate tool that gives homeowners a starting point. A CRM pipeline that shows where every lead is. An AI assistant that follows up when you forget, and a review request that goes out automatically when the job's been marked complete. A workflow that doesn't get tired, distracted, annoyed, or covered in roofing tar. That's powerful. And here's the part that really fires me up. We're still early. A lot of contractors are sleeping on this one. Some are ignoring it, some are scared of it, and some think it's just a toy. But I'm telling you right now, the contractors who learn how to use these tools are going to have a serious advantage. Not because they're smarter, because they'll be faster. They'll be more organized, more consistent, more responsive, and in business, consistency wins. This first video is just the beginning. Over the next while, I'm going to show you what I'm learning, the wins, the mistakes, the tools, the ideas, the builds, the stuff that works, the stuff that looked brilliant at midnight and completely stupid by breakfast. We're going to talk about roofing websites, lead capture systems, AI chat, AI voice, automation, instant roof estimates, material takeoffs, proposal systems, Google business profiles, follow-up workflows, and how regular contractors can start using this stuff without needing to become full-time computer nerds. Although, fair warning, once you start building with AI, you might accidentally become a bit of a nerd. It sneaks up on you. One day you're pricing shingles. Next thing you know, you're saying, what if I connect this webhook to this automation and trigger a first response based on the pipeline stage? And then you realize, holy fuck, I've become the mad scientist. But honestly, I'm good with that, because I'd rather be learning something new at this stage of my life than sitting around saying the world is changing too fast. I'd rather experiment, I'd rather fail forward, and I'd rather build. I'd rather use my experience from the roof and combine it with these new tools to create something that helps contractors win. That's what this journey is about. It's not about replacing the trades, it's about giving the trades better tools. It's about helping the guy who still answers every call himself, the woman running the office who has 47 things open at once, a small contractor trying to look more professional, a roofer who does great work but hates the paperwork, a business owner who knows there has to be a better way but doesn't know where to start. Start here. Watch the journey, take what helps, ignore what doesn't. Laugh when I break shit, learn when I fix it. And if you're new to AI, don't be intimidated. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. That's exactly what I did. One prompt, one workflow, one website, one automation, one crazy idea at a time. And the ideas just keep coming. Just over a year ago, this whole world felt foreign to me. Now I'm building tools, testing systems, creating content, and learning more every single day. And I'm just getting started. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the lab, welcome to the Roofing Meets AI experiment. I'm Sean. I've been a roofer for over 30 years. I have no coding background. I'm learning as I go, and somehow, by the grace of God, a stubborn mind, and a bulldog attitude, we're building something pretty deadly. Let's get to work.